Spotting and supporting are the two most important leash handling skills for parkour. So you want all your students to know how to do these two skills very, very well. Spotting means you're holding onto the leash attached to the back of the harness, and you're preventing the dog from slipping or falling. This builds confidence in the dog, and it prevents dogs who are already confident from losing confidence. When you're teaching handlers to spot, have them practice spotting from the left side and also spotting with the dog on the right side. Many of us are used to having the dogs on one side or the other, and we're awkward spotting from both sides. So have them practice, and they should practice on the flat like Dusty and I are. So I'm going to pretend he's on something and say, "Dusty, wait." Good, wait. And I'm holding him with a little bit of tension here. And that's what the handlers need to practice. Have them go to the other side. Wait. Put a little tension on the leash. Good, wait. And then they can treat the dog. Now, how are they holding the leash? Do they have it all bunched up? That's not very secure. It's easy for it to slip through the hands or for one of the loops to drop. So the best way to do it is loop the leash over the thumb and then grab it. You can do this up close, which I like better, over the thumb and grab. This is so secure I can lift the dog up. Again, working on both sides. You want them to have the little bit of tension on the leash, and now you want them to loosen it. Just so there's maybe an inch, maybe an inch and a half, for them to pull up and hold the dog up if necessary. So release, tight. Release and tight, both sides. Stay, Dusty, you're being very good. So a little tension and release. Tension and release. But they shouldn't release the leash. They should keep holding the leash. Both sides. Once the handler is able to do that while the dog is stationary, have the teams do this walking around a little bit. Little bit of tension. Dusty. Release. And let's walk. Let's go. Good. This way. Next, they're going to try this on an EF, and always have them work on a low EF. So first have them do it with the dog's 2 feet on. Loop around the thumb, grab the leash, and they're holding the dog. Good boy, good boy. Okay, come on off. Good. Dusty, come. Little bit of support. Now they can loosen, slack, and the dog is doing the exercise. Good boy. And support off. Come on. Okay. Treat It's for you. After they're proficient with 2 feet on an EF, have them work with all 4 feet on a low EF. Ready, Dusty? Table. And again, have them support as the dog comes up, have them release when the dog is stable, and now the dog is doing the exercise. Good boy. While the handler is still spotting. It's okay if the leash, stay sweetheart. If the leash is loose and the dog is staying stable, it's fine for the hand to be this close. If they're not comfortable with that, let them hold the hand up higher, but this is much harder to spot. Good boy. And support off. Okay. Yes, treats for you. Have them practice spotting from both sides. Ready? Table. Wait. Good. Slacken the leash. Dog's doing the exercise. Good boy, Dusty. Good boy. Good job. Okay, so come on. Support off. Come. Yes. Now let's talk a little bit about supporting. The dogs should be supported coming off all the EFs that are elevated. It's a good habit to get into, even when the dog's on something just with 2 feet. 2, wait, good. Spotting, spotting, come, and supporting. Okay, 4. Table, wait, good. Slacken the leash, good boy. As he comes off, I'm going to take out the slack and I'm going to support him as he comes off so there's weight taken off of his front legs and shoulders. Now this is a low EF. Does it matter? Well, maybe it does with a 13-year-old dog. Probably doesn't with a younger dog, but younger dogs get older, and it's always a good habit. Next, you're going to have handlers practice while they're moving with the dog on a low EF. So this is perfect. Dusty, come on up. Good. Walk it. I gotcha. Okay. Good boy. Stay. So I'm stabilizing him as he gets on. Stay, sweetheart. By lifting up on the harness. You may not need to do that with every dog. You won't need to do it with most dogs. But this is a 13-year-old. Hind end is not as strong as it used to be. And I saw his legs shake a little bit as he was getting on. As low as this is, the support makes a difference to him. Ready? Walk it. Good, good, good. I'm giving a little bit of support, but I'm not pulling him one way or the other. Yes. Walk it. Good. Wait. Stay. Okay. Now, watch the handlers, because if the dog is moving fast, which we see a lot with younger, wilder dogs, they're going to have the leash at an angle, not straight up. The angle shows the judge that they're holding the dog back. Not good. This is not skillful. If it's forward, stay, Dust, wait. That means they're pulling the dog, also not skillful. It should be straight above the harness. If the surface is slippery, if it's very narrow, if it's very high, and there's a little bit of tension in the leash as the dog is walking, but the leash isn't forward or backwards, then it means the dog is doing the exercise and the handler's just being cautious. That is perfectly fine.